killing, murder, ruthless murder, and taking the lives of innocent people. It is very similar, a replication of one person taken over and the world not being able to stop it. We often saw each other. She was very popular and also very naughty. This is a first, isn't it?
Well, since the pandemic, I think
Yeah.
this is the first.
Right. During World War II.
What worries you the most?
The takeover of authoritarianism. You lose all your rights, you lose all your property, you lose your family sometimes, and your freedom. It wasn't one place where our whole family could be hiding. We would be split.
And your parents didn't want that?
Well, I think they considered it, but my brother and I refused. But then nothing happened, you know. And by the time we were deported, we kind of given up on those passports. This is how Jews were taken to concentration camps. There was no air, no water, no food, no toilet. After we were in Westerbork for about 4 months, one day we received a package, and that package contained 4 passports to Ecuador. This was a tremendous surprise, and that may be the only place I ever saw my parents have smiles on their faces. He was instructed to stop issuing passports, and he continued. They opened the door and they started yelling, "Raus, raus, schnell, schnell." And it was very scary. The adults had to do slave labor every 6.5 days a week. The only nutrition we got was a piece of bread about this wide that had to last the whole day, and a bowl of soup. There were epidemics in Bergen-Belsen like cholera, typhus. Now, my father had pneumonia. My mother also became ill. She didn't have any clothing. She just had a gray blanket wrapped around her. Threw over the bundle of clothing, and somebody came and picked it up and ran off with it. Anna emerged at the fence again, her voice heaving. She took it. I can't believe it. Suddenly, just took the bundle. Anna said she had to go back to her sister. So then I never saw her again. When the train started, we thought it was a dream, that the 4 of us were leaving this hell together. And then the second night on the train, and this is the tragedy in my life. My father died, and he had done everything to save our family, but he couldn't make it. We were so close to freedom, but he couldn't make it. We had to leave him on a bench on the railroad station.
What if these passports had never arrived?
Well, I think we would have been sent to Auschwitz or Sobibor. And there's no telling. You know, we could have been gassed upon arrival. Jij, lieve kleine, jij bent de mijne. Jij bent van mij, de liefste ben jij. Je vader.
Mooie woorden.
Zeer mooie woorden, ja. We haven't learned to prevent destroying people and committing crimes against humanity, and that we don't know how to change that is very depressing. If people weren't bystanders when they see things that are wrong and they are unjust and they're evil, then perhaps these things would not be repeated. It's my calling to do this as long as I can, because we always hope that we can learn from the past.